Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. How to use my marriage data. A lot of people don't understand stats. Don't know what stats are, don't understand that data is raw and can be used erroneously to misrepresent the very thing the data disproves. So my recent video, New Marriage Numbers Show Divorce is Nearly Gone, goes over the real data about marriage. People with an agenda, of course, have already started denying it. For those who just want the truth, I'm going to tell you how to use the information. First, the entire video is centered on the fact that women that make $60,000 a year and up practically never get divorced. In fact, even poor women are only at 40%, so it's not the 70% that the news reports over and over and over. In fact, it has never been above 50%, and that was in the 80s. Divorce has fallen off a cliff. So take away welfare, food stamps, WIC as a source of income, and you get a regular woman with regular wants and needs. So now we look at what you as a man need to get one of these middle class women. People forget that the middle class has 3 stages of income on its own. In fact, poverty has 2 stages. There is lower middle class, middle class, and upper middle class. Poverty has the working poor and flat out broke, which includes a lot of the criminal element. A lot of our laws target the poorest of the poor, but that's another video. So, if you take out any prospects of a woman ever wanting or needing government handouts, you end up with a mate that respects herself, works, and has her own money. There's no potential for her to simply stop working and go on a government paycheck. So, you need to be the man that she wants. Unlike a lot of these men on YouTube that are going to tell you you need to work out, I'm not going to go over into any superficial junk science of attraction. You need to be the man that she would want to marry and stay married to financially. You see, a woman that's in a higher class is just as invested in a family as a man in that same class. So the first thing you need to do is put yourself in that higher class. More than likely, then you need to be educated, but not just have a degree, but a degree that is worth money. I'm going to recommend a degree that makes upwards of $145,000 a year. That's absolutely no reason for you to sit in school for the same amount of time as an engineer student and come out only being able to make $20,000 a year, or worse, not even get a job in that field to make the $20,000. So you make twice as much as she does, and the potential is that she marries you while you're in school. The second thing is to expect more from yourself and the people you surround yourself with. I've seen tons of interviews of people who started making more money and tried to go back and hang with their old friends. They discovered that their old friends weren't talking about anything of worth. They blamed everyone else for their problems, and worse, they blame everything else for their bad financial decisions. A lot of these men want to blame the woman that divorced them, took them to court, demanded child support, demanded alimony, etc. They don't want to hear that they are the ones to blame. They saw a big butt or big jugs and jumped off a cliff. They don't want to hear that the little angel on their shoulder kept saying, "No, Steve, she just kept talking about her ex the whole time and how much she hated him, then said she loved him. Warning, warning, warning. No, Steve, she said she deserved a Mercedes. Warning, warning, warning. No, Steve, she just said your place is too small. Warning, warning, warning. No, Steve, she just used the 'if you were a real man' attack. Warning, warning, warning." So after all of that, you still married her. And then you ended up in divorce court and want to blame the system? You knew she was trash from the beginning. Not everyone is trash though. That's the great news. There's an entirely different universe of women who aren't trash on 2 legs. The media has lied to you. They have told you the worst case scenario, and you fell into it headlong. Not a problem. Your internet dad is here to save you. I'm here to tell you where these women hang out. Because, if you don't know, women are pretty much homebodies. You would have to go anywhere where it costs $100 to get in. That's a good cutoff because it literally removes all of the lower classes from the event. It's not guaranteed though. Be sure you have something to offer. You can't be a broke Jake yourself expecting a woman to put up with you. If an event costs $1,000 to get in, that's even better. That really kills the lower classes from being at the event. You want to distance yourself from the lower classes at every opportunity. If it's an event that they would never dream of, the better. Oh, and don't go to the event and hit on the waitress. You're ruining the entire point of the video. That and it's bad form. And a lot of men would be tempted to do this because the waitress is an easy mark. He's in a better position of power than she is and can dominate her easily. I'm trying to get you married to a real woman, not the help. So for maximum success, prepare yourself to make around $100,000 an hour or more. Marry into a good family where the mother and father are upstanding citizens and she's not broke herself, not educated herself, and isn't younger than 26 herself. You want success in life, and loneliness is a real thing.